New Power, 95.3, Orlando's
New number one for hip-hop. All right, it's the Obie and lil Shawn morning show, and right now, 7:19 in the morning. Hulk Hogan, probably one of the most popular wrestlers ever to wrestle in the industry. We've had him on several times, man. Love the dude, especially, right here from our backyard. Done a lot of filming here and lived in Clearwater. So it's kind of interesting when we have our next guest on to talk about her new book.
His ex-wife, Linda Hogan.
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Doing good.
In Central Florida, Mrs. Yolinda.
Yeah, I miss Orlando. You guys, it's the hot spot right now with this case.
Oh, my God.
No, what do you think? What do you think? Casey Anthony may be a free woman today.
Well, you know what? She was the parent, and ultimately she should have the ultimate responsibility. And she's trying to throw everybody under the bus to save herself, which is really a chicken approach. But, the truth will come out. Meanwhile, there's a little angel waiting for justice. All this, going around on the radio and the ratings, and it's great for TV, but... let's get to the bottom of this thing.
Yeah, really. Well, speaking of getting to the bottom of things, Linda Hogan has a new book out called Wrestling the Hulk. And, I'm a huge fan of Hulk. So to hear what's going to come out in your book, you kind of like, really? That's not the guy that I think I know.
Well, I know, and I have a lot of that, and I'm no stranger to that. I've got the Hulk fans that stand strong beside him, and I don't doubt that they feel that way, and I understand why they feel that way. He was a childhood icon. He is a very famous person. But, it's like these entertainers and these politicians. They're very charming on the outside and the surface. But there's another side to them that, you won't see on a reality show, and you're not going to see it on wrestling. And it's what goes on behind closed doors. He's not going to display that behavior on national television.
Now, Linda, when was the first time you realized, oh, wow, I'm in a relationship that's like this with the Hulkster?
It happened about 10 years into the marriage, I always had my thoughts that as he got more famous and he started, going traveling on the road after I had Brooke, I had my suspicions. And I talk about those in the book. But, there was a side of him that was very charming, and then the other side of it was that he was like a bully. I'm not trying to say that he was like I had a Mike Tyson knockout fight, but
Right.
But you take these guys that are loaded up on steroids, and then you add, where they live on a constant, steady supply of pain medicine. You've got like a zombie, and they're always injured and they're volatile. Throw in a little bit of ego there, and it's just a mess, And so, how long do you tolerate? The first fight is maybe a broken lamp, or your shirt's torn, or there's a hole in the wall, and then the next one gets a little worse, and then pretty soon the kids are listening from the other side of the door, and they're crying, and they hear you screaming. It's not cool, And there came a time in my life where it was like, I'm not going to put up with this anymore.
So that's your message to women going through this right now.
Yeah, the message is that, even, there may not be the right time, but make the right time. If you can't fix things at home and when you give it your best shot to stick there and you hope that they'll change, realize that they probably won't, and that after a certain point you need to stick up for yourself, for your safety, for your kids' safety, for a better life. Your life counts for something too. It's just they're so used to having a circle that revolves around them where everybody is, excuse my terminology, but, kissing ass, and I just couldn't do that anymore.
All right.
Wow.
Linda Hogan out with the Obie and lil Shawn morning show.
Again, interesting things to hear about America's favorite wrestler. But again, if you want to find out how bad the Hulk was to her, it's in the book.
There's something in it for you. Yep, absolutely. Thanks, you guys. Wrestling the Hulk.
Thank you, Linda.